Why you keep nuking your bankroll? Nope, it's not bad luck. It's because modern slots are straight up designed to bleed you dry. Developers build them with math that leans negative, and streamers flashing fake millions on screen just fuel the fire, making it look like hitting massive wins is easy. I've been at this game for 20 years. I know the system. And yeah, it is a system, one you can actually read. I'm not gonna hand you some magic win button. We're adults here, but I will show you how to boost your chances of winning up to 60 to 70%, so you walk away in profit from 2 out of 3 sessions. In this video, you're getting 100% proven practice, everything you need to stop burning your balance and finally take control of your play. But if you want to dig deeper to see how slot algorithms actually behave during winning streaks, how providers control payout flow in the hot phase, and when a slot switches into a cold cycle, slowly eating your profit back, I've broken it all down inside my private project. It's packed with 200% more information that I'd love to share here, but unfortunately, YouTube just doesn't allow it. Inside, you'll find step-by-step examples, real sessions, and the exact platforms where I personally run my tests. The link's in the description, the first comment, or just type the search phrase you see on screen into Google. So why are you actually losing? Here's the classic setup. You're sitting there on your 100th spin. The slot's chewing through your balance like a wood chipper, and your brain's clinging to one thought. Okay, this spin has to hit. It's eaten so much. It's gotta pay out now. It owes me. Sorry to break it to you. No, it doesn't. Let's break this down, because here's the truth. Inside every modern slot lives a brain. Yep. An actual brain. It's called an RNG, random number generator. This little gremlin spits out thousands of combos every single second, even when you're just staring at the screen doing nothing. Officially, every spin is independent. That's the nice clean story they feed the masses, but it's only half the truth. In reality, this brain runs on an algorithm, and like every algorithm on this planet, it follows logic. Once you get that logic, you stop being prey and start pushing your win rate closer to 60 to 70%. We'll get into how to do that in a bit. Next, let's torch the grandma fairy tales. Stuff like play late at night when no one's online. Find the hot slot at the top of the homepage. Nah, forget the noise. That slot's RNG doesn't give a damn if it's Tuesday, Saturday, or Canadian Thanksgiving. It's running 24/7 on pure math, not vibes. And that old myth about land-based casinos putting looser machines in crowded areas to bait people, also crap. Same with those hot picks on a casino homepage online. They're just marketing real estate. Their RTP is almost always the same as the boring games buried in the list. And oh man, the rituals. These crack me up the most. People hammering the spin button like they're trying to defuse a bomb, only betting lucky amounts, doing a victory dance with a tambourine before hitting spin. Let me say this loud and clear. The outcome is locked in the instant you press spin. Stopping the reels early, it's just a flashy animation trick. The result was decided the millisecond you clicked. Can you still win? Sure. Maybe not money, but time. And time is money. So technically, yeah, you're winning something. And the final nail in the coffin, loyalty cards and promo codes. They don't change RTP. They're just perks, freebies you've already paid for with your wagers. Nice to have, but they won't bend the odds. So yeah, all of that, pure myth. But don't get it twisted. That doesn't mean slots are pure chaos. They're not some black box with a soul of their own. They're machines, and machines can be read. This is a machine, a cold, heartless machine that runs on cycles and patterns. And while you can't predict the exact next spin, you can learn to read its current state, figure out if it's ice cold or about to pop, and then act based on that read. And that's not witchcraft. That's the kind of battle-tested experience that I've built over the years, and that I'm about to pass on to you. So, what can you actually control when you play slots? There are 3 things that decide if you leave with a bag of cash or just pocket lint. Choosing and reading the right slot, managing your bankroll and bet sizes, keeping your discipline in check. Remember, not all slots are created equal. Jumping into the first flashy game you see is like trying to hammer a nail with a screwdriver. Yeah, maybe it works if you try hard enough, but let's be real. You need the right tool for the job and your budget. Now, here are the 2 key stats you always check before you even open a game: RTP and volatility. RTP, return to player. This is the percentage of money the slot pays back to players over time. In simple terms, the higher the number, the less the casino skims off the top. Our golden rule: Anything above 96% is good. Anything lower, don't even bother opening it. But RTP means nothing without volatility. Volatility is the slot's personality, its risk level, and it's the one thing 99% of rookies completely ignore. It tells you how the slot will pay. Will it drip small wins often, or nuke your balance, but sometimes drop massive bombs? Low volatility, that's playing defense. You're getting small hits all the time. Your balance stays steady, but don't expect a knockout. Perfect if you want to stretch a small deposit for a long chill grind. High volatility, that's going full send. You'll watch your balance melt while the game keeps whiffing, but one clean hook, a bonus at times 1,000, and the whole fight flips in your favor. This is for players with steel nerves and a fat bankroll. Want to see how to handle heavyweights like Book of Dead or Gates of Olympus? Hit up my channel. I broke it all down there, spoon-fed style like a mama bird. Bottom line, always match volatility to your bankroll and your mindset. Walking into a high vol slot with 20 bucks is straight up suicide. But if you've got the cash to play long game, then you can roll with the industry's big beasts. Since we're talking slots and picking your weapon, there's one more thing pros always factor in, and rookies never seem to think about: the provider. Think of it this way. There's a wild Dodge Challenger that terrorizes the whole block, and there's a bland Ford Taurus your high school chem teacher drives. Both are cars, but they ride totally different. Slots are the same. The studio's signature matters. Here are the big names: pragmatic play, crowd favorites, high risk, massive multipliers. They can devour your balance for ages, but one bonus can pay back everything for those chasing that big hit. NetInt, old school legends, quality and balance. Their games run smooth and steady, no wild swings, perfect for chill, strategic play. Play and go. Kings of the book slots. If your goal is landing 3 scatters and a full screen expanding symbol, this is it. Simple, but insanely hype. No limit city. Absolute maniacs. Extreme volatility. Mind-blowing wins, not for newbies. It'll eat you alive. This is for adrenaline junkies who fully get the risks. Capisci? Picking a provider is already part of your strategy. You know what you're signing up for before you spin. But Game Studio hype alone isn't enough. You need real feedback from real players. So read reviews. Yeah, I know, reading is boring, always. But don't think it's pointless or basic. That doesn't mean just skimming the first blog and yellowing in. You need info from at least 3 different sources to see the full picture. Start with player forums, Reddit, and the like. That's the garage or smoke break of the gambling world. Real players spill everything uncensored. Where it paid, where it sucked, screenshots of monster wins, and rage dumps after brutal losses. It's a goldmine of raw data. Ignore the lone rants about rigged casinos or someone flexing a lucky hit. Your job is spotting trends across hundreds of posts. If the majority say the slot's cold and bonuses drop once in 1,000 spins, that's a solid reason to skip it and save your bankroll. Learn to separate hard facts from emotional noise. Second source, review sites. Think of them as your slot's tech passport. Dry stats, RTP, volatility, mechanics breakdowns. But be a cynic. 9 out of 10 of these sites are just flashy ads for casinos. Hunt for the rare ones that give real data and deep analytics, not just scream, play here. And just a reminder, my own project is that rare 1 out of 10. Now type the channel name into Google and you'll always get the real state of the scene. Now, third and final recon step. Watch the game with your own eyes. This is the best test drive and it won't cost you a cent. You'll see the real bonus frequency and get a feel for the slot's rhythm. Main rule: never trust streamers with bottomless casino-funded balances or playing on fake credits. Their world isn't yours. Their job is to put on a show. Your job is to crack the mechanics. If you see a streamer rolling with 10K plus balances and $100 spins, be 95% sure it's a sponsored scam. Combine all 3, player forum chatter, expert cold facts, and what you've personally seen on video, and only then do you get a full objective picture. That's when you decide if a slot is worth your money. Now we've hit the real core. You can be a genius at picking slots, but if you suck at bankroll management, you'll always walk away broke. Bankroll management isn't just bet small. It's a clean system split into attack and defense, like chess, except you're playing against a machine with reels and pay lines. Your bet size is not a random number. It's your main tactical weapon, the 100 to 150 spin rule. That's your entry ticket. Your session budget should always cover at least 100, ideally 150 spins. If you've got $30 and you're betting $1 a spin, that's pure idiocy. You'll burn out in 15 minutes without even letting the slot wake up. Betting 20 to 30 cents gives you room to probe the machine, survive dead spins, and stick around for the bonus. Betting as a percentage of your bankroll. This is for players thinking several moves ahead. A solid rule for long-term play. Never bet more than 1% of your total gambling budget per spin. It's your safety net. It keeps you from nuking your whole roll in one bad night. The max bet button is a trap. It's built to nuke your balance at light speed. The only microscopic exception, some ancient jackpot slots that require max bet to qualify. But in 99% of cases, stay the hell away from that button. And trust me, there will be a moment when you fat finger it, watch your whole stack vanish, and hear my voice echoing in your head going, "Told ya." Adjust your bet based on results. Don't play like a robot. Read the game. Hit a big win, don't jack your bet up. Lower it for a while. Lock in that profit and start spinning with the casino's money. Slot gone ice cold? Blindly raising your bet to force a bonus is the fastest road to zero. Your bet is a multi-tool, not a sledgehammer. The only time a raise makes sense is when you clearly know the slot is in a hot cycle. But here's the thing. What's the point of having the best tool if you build a house just to burn it down yourself? The real secret isn't how to place your bets, it's knowing when to walk away with your cash. Winning is only half the fight. Leaving with your winnings, that's where 90% of players crash and hand it all back. Remember this, your win is your trophy, and trophies don't get tossed back into the arena. As soon as you're in profit, mentally split your balance into two piles, your starting capital and your clean profit. Your mission now, protect that profit like it's your last heartbeat. Want to keep playing? Go for it. But only with your starting capital. That's discipline. Protecting your win is what brings long-term money. It's hard as hell, but it's the only real method that works. Okay, let's get sharper. You can know all the theory in the world, but if you can't manage your money, you'll always end up broke. Golden rule number 1, play only with cash you're fully ready to burn. Not rent money, not grandma's birthday gift stash. Your deposit is your entertainment budget. Going beyond it is pure taboo. Golden rule 2, never dump your entire deposit in one go. Split it into chunks. Got $30 for the night? Start with half, $15, and do 75 spins on the minimum bet. If the slot's dead, walk away just losing half. If it wakes up, bring in the second half. Your bet should buy you at least 100 to 150 spins. I've said it before and I'll keep screaming it. If you've got $30 and you're slamming dollar spins, you're not playing. You're speed running your own bankroll's funeral. Stick to 20 to 30 cents. That gives you time to breathe, time to catch a bonus, time to read the damn game's rhythm. And yes, discipline is king. I know I sound like some grumpy grade 3 teacher nagging you about responsibility, but trust me, this one boring rule is where over 50% of players go broke. Discipline is what separates a man from an emotional wreck. You can know every trick, but if you fold under pressure, you'll lose. Set your limits before the first spin. Pick your win point and your loss point. Hit either one, game over. No debates. Biggest trap? Getting greedy after a fat win and thinking you're the chosen one, while the rest are just peasants. Lose instead? Don't chase it. That little voice screaming, "Get it back," is the fastest shortcut to an empty wallet. Or worse, debt. If it's not fun anymore, walk away. Take the loss like a champ. We're human. We can't always be on top. Sometimes life throws punches. Learn to roll with them. Walking away saves your cash. Analyzing later turns the pain into profit. And don't think analysis means spreadsheets and PhDs. Nah, it's base level stuff. Start a game journal. Yeah, for real. Notes app or old school notebook. Date, slot, bet, result. Simple, but game changing. In a few weeks, you'll have facts, not emotions. Maybe you love Gates of Olympus, but your journal shows it burned $200 last month, while boring Starburst quietly printed profit. Numbers don't lie. They'll show you when you tilt, when you burn wins by upping bets, or lose more when you're tired or buzzed on whiskey. Once you see how chasing losses cost you hundreds or thousands, your hand will freeze next time. That's real control. So, how do you actually boost your win rate? Let's sum it up. Scout your targets. Stop diving in blind. Check RTP, volatility, provider style, reviews before risking a dime. Manage your cash like a banker. Your bet must allow 100 to 150 spins, not torture roll in 5 minutes. And when you win, withdraw some. Your profit is a trophy, not fuel. Know when to walk. Greed after wins, revenge after losses. That's how 99% of deposits vanish. Set limits. Stick to them. You control the casino, not the other way around. Review your mistakes. The game's not over when the slot closes. Track your sessions. Spot patterns. Fix leaks. Only then you'll stop stepping on the same damn rake. Ditch the myths. No lucky hours, no button-smashing rituals, cold math, and iron discipline. That's the only real edge. You can't fully control what drops on the reels, but you sure as hell can control your decisions. That's the strategy. And yeah, just a quick reminder, the full breakdown on how to stop draining your balance and actually play with control is inside my private project. That's where I keep everything that can't fit into a YouTube video, the deeper mechanics, the tested setups, and my personal research on how different providers shape payout cycles. It's not theory, it's 20 years of real data and hands-on testing that I can't show publicly here. If you want the full picture, the kind of insight that changes how you look at every spin, you'll find it all inside. The link's waiting in the description, the pinned comment, or you can just type the search phrase on screen into Google. That's where the real game begins. But for now, smash that like, hit subscribe, and watch the next video popping up right here on screen. You'll thank me later.